Hello everybody, my name is Jarom Saurey, and I'm just wondering, have you ever thought about purchasing a handgun for self-defense? If you have, you probably thought about what caliber would be most appropriate for you to purchase. I think that the 9mm handgun is the best choice for self-defense because it has the same relative stopping power as larger caliber handguns, yet it has less recoil and more magazine capacity. I have fired almost every caliber handgun on the market, and I have owned a 9mm for over 4 years. I'm going to explain why I think several law enforcement departments, the FBI, and the military have it right using the 9mm for their service weapon, and why you should consider it for your own self-defense needs. The first reason the 9mm is the best choice is that it has the appropriate amount of stopping power. Smaller weapons don't provide nearly as much energy or mass, and larger weapons don't do enough additional damage to say that they have more stopping power than the 9mm. Smaller calibers don't have enough velocity to penetrate far enough into body tissues, and their diameter isn't large enough to inflict the kind of damage needed to stop a person. Larger calibers may have more mass, but that doesn't always translate to more damage, partly due to the fact that the increased mass decreases velocity. The FBI has done extensive studying on multiple different calibers of handgun ammunition, and a recent study states that the 9mm, the 40 caliber, and the 45 caliber inflict such similar damage as to be irrelevant to the purchaser of the weapon. The next reason that I think that 9mm is better is that large caliber handguns have more recoil than the 9mm. With a smaller amount of recoil, a person tends to shoot faster and more accurately. Typically when you're out shooting a handgun, you tend to flinch a little bit because you're preparing to absorb the recoil produced by the shot. Naturally, when you think about the different sizes of bullets, you tend to flinch more when the bullet is larger, which reduces your accuracy and speed. When you overcompensate for the recoil, you wind up further off target, which increases the amount of time it takes to get back to the target. This is bad when you're trying to stop a bad guy from doing bad things. You should want to get as many bullets in the bad guy as possible to make sure he's stopped and he doesn't continue doing bad things. The last reason for using the 9mm instead of any other caliber is the 9mm has the highest capacity magazines on the market. A lot of them offer 19-round magazines to go with the weapon. With the largest capacity, a person can take more shots at more targets without requiring a reload. If a person encounters multiple assailants or a large assailant, they'll want to be able to stop them with as many bullets as possible and not be distracted by reloading. Reloading takes valuable time and attention away from the task of stopping the assailant, so the fewer reloads the better. And if you have up to 19 rounds in each magazine, you're probably not going to reload very many times. As you can see, there are several important reasons to consider the 9mm when selecting a self-defense weapon. I have pointed out that 9mm have relatively equal stopping power to larger calibers, yet they have more stopping power than smaller calibers, and they have less recoil and more magazine capacity than any other weapon on the market. With the relative same amount of stopping power, less recoil, and larger capacity magazines, I think the 9mm is the best overall self-defense handgun option. In the past, arguments have been made both for and against the 9mm handgun. I hope this helped you understand why I think it is the best option, and why you should purchase one also. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.